That's what makes it work.
How much you charge for that? Well, they send you the sneakers and I charge them $400. I stay busy with everything.
So we got to work together to make it great. So I got to listen. It is go time. I hope it's go time for you. Membership or something for you to get in there?
Yeah, you have to.
That's what makes it work.
How much you charge for that? Well, they send you the sneakers and I charge them $400. I stay busy with everything.
So we got to work together to make it great. So I got to listen. It is go time. I hope it's go time for you. Membership or something for you to get in there?
Yeah, you have to.
That is why, y'all. That is why it was doing that. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Well, Vet, it wouldn't do that if you did not have this on loop. So let me add my video back, everybody. Oh my goodness. Come on in, come on in, come on in, everybody. We have some things to talk about. I can't believe we are even here again. I can't believe we are here again, you all. We're going to open the discussion right up and let's talk about what happened in Madison, Wisconsin yesterday. My question to everyone, to all of you that's listening, even if you are watching the replay, number one, how did we get here? How did we get to a point where here we are again, Cindy, talking about a school powwowing? And I believe that this is number 83 this year alone. That number, I'm hearing various numbers out there, but the truth is that here we are again with another child, okay? Another child. I forgot to go live here on Instagram. And school, just like home, should be one of the safest places for our children, but look at what's going on. Look at what is going on. Grand Rising, my love, Grand Rising to you. Grand Rising, my love. Grand Rising. Buenos dias. The school is supposed to be the safest place. BVB, Salud, Chris Banks. School is supposed to be the safest place. But here we are again talking about something that happened in Madison, Wisconsin. Dennis Webb. Here we are again. How did we get here? I'm hearing, well, the NRA has gotten out of hand, but is it the NRA, everyone? Or should we, as parents, not be paying attention to what's going on in our homes? I'm just going to go ahead and open this up also on Instagram. If you are here on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Green Links Media. If you are here over on TikTok, I appreciate you for being here, Pineapple and George and Deborah Mitchell. Hey, Daryl Green, Grand Rising to you. Make sure while you all are here that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, because when you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you get so much more. So this conversation is going to go on over here, but when you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll get so much more. Deborah Mitchell. Pineapple, Juanita, Dennis, Salu. So my question, everyone, are our children safe in school? I don't have children in school right now, but I do worry about my nieces and nephews going into school. Like, that's the last place. Once you drop those kids off to school, you're like, okay, now I don't have to worry anymore. Breather. Now I can have some me time. But in light of what's going on, everyone, is that true now? And then, y'all, this was a Christian school. This was a school where you can't just go into the school. You had to actually pay a tuition to be there, statuesque diva. Oh, I love that. You had to actually pay a fee. So my question, are our kids safe? I don't know. You guys, this is, okay, let me add Painted Drip. And this is brought to you by none other than Painted Drip, everyone. So come on in, and let's start this conversation. Chevelle, Valerie, Herb. Let's start this conversation. We are over here live on Green Links Media, our Instagram page. Get Real Tony 39. Let's get real for a moment. Let's talk about what's going on. Now, the parents are being questioned. That's what's being said in the news, that they are being questioned. I'm really at loss for words here. So I'm going to go ahead and play a YouTube video. This may be triggering for some people. The views and opinions expressed here are not the views and opinions of Green Links Media. And I do need to say that this may be triggering for some of you. No one wants to talk about this. Like, why? Why are we talking about another school pow-powing here in America, right? We have this facade that, you know, you come over here and you can have these great dreams, and that is all true. A lot of people come to this country because it is the land of possibilities and dreams. But at the same time, here in America, we are dealing with rising medical care costs, prescription care costs, and on top of that, we have to worry about our children in school, possibly not coming home. So imagine these kids, the parents of these kids. Imagine the 15-year-old, her parents, because on this platform, we aren't going to berate anybody. This young lady must have had some issues. We don't know the full story yet. My new TikTok. We don't know the full story yet of what happened here. But I'm going to go ahead and play a video from the National Desk, everybody. Big shout out to the National Desk. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And I really want to know your thoughts on this, especially those of you who are parents with young children in school, or just parents in general with children in school. I want to know your thoughts. Does this bother you, Emeritus Sharon? Does this bother you, Karoma, Mrs. Malone? Does this bother anyone, Darlene? To think, like, where are your nerves this morning as you are, Shayla, getting your kids ready for school, possibly? So I'm going to go ahead and play. Actually, I'm going to play the one from ABC News, because this is the police, and he was choked up because it was a second grader, y'all. It was a second grader who called the police. It was a second grader, Lori, that called the police. So let's go ahead and play this one.
Are reported to be injured as well. Let's listen in.
Information that we're not going to release because it's still an ever-evolving situation. You'll hear from some of our representatives from our city and from our county. And behind me are a lot of people who came together today to make sure that the day ended well and that everyone else was safe. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and start my remarks. Today truly is a sad day for Madison and for our country. It is a day that I believe will live in our collective minds for a very, very long time. Here are the details. Today at 10:57 a.m., our team was called to the Abundant Life Christian School in reference to an active shooter. We know that 3 people are dead, including the suspect shooter. We know that the suspect shooter was a teenage student who attended the school. At this time, we're not releasing the age or gender of the student or any other identifying.
I'm going to pause that. Hey, best friend, I'm going to pause that for a moment because it now has since been released that it was a 15-year-old student that this happened to. Hey, best friend, how are you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great this morning. How do you feel, bestie, knowing that you still have kids in school that go to school? Does it worry you at all when you think about what happened in Madison, Wisconsin? And anyone else that would like to join the conversation, just raise your hand and I'll bring you up, because I really think as a family, we need to have this conversation. First, where are you mentally, best friend? Where are you from 1 to 10? And those of you out there, where are you mentally from 1 to 10? You're at about an 8 this morning. That's about where I'm at this morning. Mello, Miranda, and anyone else out there, let me know where you are with your mental health from 1 to 10, pup, because mentally this can be very, very draining. This can be very, very draining, especially you have to get up this morning and possibly send your kids to school. And with a heavy heart, Miranda, with a heavy heart, Thelma, many people are waking up this morning, Cam, sending their kids to school with a heavy heart because you can't not feel for this community. You can't not feel for this community, right? So what are your thoughts on that? Grand Rising, Cindy, thank you so much for coming on, for joining this morning. And anyone else out there, if you would like to join the conversation, raise your hand and I'll let you up. So best friend, were you like have any kind of, issues this morning when it came to getting the kids ready for school or as they were getting ready for school?
No, they just got up, got dressed, took a shower, waited for their bus.
Yeah. Did they have any questions out there? Did they have any questions at all?
They don't even know nothing about this yet.
They didn't. Hey, Trump, thank you so much for joining. I do wonder, those of you who are watching this live, hey, Corinne Boone, those of you who are watching and you are parents, did any of your children have questions? And Big Mike, as a grandpa, as a Papa Bear, that's my Papa Bear. as a Papa Bear, did you have any type of issues? Or did you talk to your sons this morning as your grandkids were getting ready to go to school? And Sean and Diane Thornton, anyone else out there? Because I think that sometimes because we are removed from it, like it happened in Madison, some people it may not affect. You may go on. And some of us may need to just keep going on because you get boggled down with this type of stuff.
I worry about the last time they had bombs, but that one just put me in the mind of that. I hope it don't get to there again.
Yeah.
Because they ain't gonna let your kids come home. And Lackawanna ain't, it's like all windows. Nowhere to go from being shot at. Well, I follow that.
Yeah. No, I do.
They have these safety rules and stuff, but they talk about now they get emails about what's going on, and then they give a robocall. Sometimes we don't get a robocall about that.
Hey, Dr. DJ. Dr. DJ said the nation is so desensitized to pow violence. It happens so often. We don't see it as a priority anymore. And that, I believe, is an issue. Now, Dr. DJ, being that you are in school to become a teacher, does this worry you at all? Does it bother you that you could possibly have to shield your students from violence, from something like this happening? And also, if there's anyone out there that is in school to become a teacher or professor, does this make you think twice about going into that profession? Big Mike said, definitely so, because you're getting worried about things like that because you never know where trouble is going to strike. Good morning, Linda Doss. Good morning, Salcedo. Hey, Barbara Peters. Hey, Paddle Wise. Come on in, everybody. SDK Gifts, welcome back. And I do want to invite any of you onto the platform. If you are on Facebook or YouTube and would like to join the conversation, raise your hand and I can send you a link, because this is a much needed conversation, everybody. This nation is, I agree, this nation is so desensitized to the violence. It happens so often that we don't see it as a priority anymore. So that means we don't see our kids as a priority anymore. So let me go ahead and finish playing this video.
Remarks about the student. 2 other people have died. That died were a teacher and a teenage student. 6 other people were injured. 2 students are now in critical condition in the hospital, and these injuries are considered life-threatening injuries. 4 students are also at other area hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. But these are just the physical injuries that we know about. We know that this was the middle of the day of a school day, and so there will be other injuries that we'll have to face for a very, very long time. And we're going to do everything we can as a community to heal those injuries as well.
I'm going to go ahead.
Many of you have asked.
And let's open up that conversation. That's one of the reasons why I asked everyone, as you are coming in the room, let me know where you are, Marianetta Carford, Linda Baez, Linda Dose, Evie. Let me know where you are with your mental health from 1 to 10, because like this officer said, the healing is going to have to begin from the inside. Now, keep in mind, this was a second grader that called the police. Imagine imagine the trauma, pretty young, that these kids are going to be have to deal with now, because this happened in school. I'm just dropping something on the ground could spark someone off, Billy Ray Thompson. Something like that can spark someone off. I don't know if any of you know anyone who's been in war, Vietnam War, Korean War. A lot of times they don't speak about those things because of the trauma that they face. Brown Sugar, thank you so much. I think I've seen you come in before, right? Because of that trauma. So these kids have to go back to this school that this happened in, Big Mike, that this happened in. There's a grocery store here in Buffalo that I cannot go to. Everyone's aware of, well, if you are not aware, May 14th, 2 years ago, someone hates, that's what I call him, came into a grocery store here in our city of Buffalo and opened up fire. Mass shooting. I cannot go into that grocery store to this day. I can't. Imagine this being your school and you saw your friend get pow down, Lee Yusuf, 62 CDB. Imagine that, and you have to return back to this school. These kids are going to have a lot of, this is a long, yeah, exactly, best friend. It's going to be a long road for them. And the teachers. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, that's so chick. Our kids should not have to worry about going to school, sitting at their desk, enjoying their friends sharing Mac, and worry about possibly not returning home. Imagine that second grader. And then on top of that, let's talk about, because here in Lackawanna, New York, the high school implemented where the kids are supposed to put their phones in bags that are locked up so they have no access to their phones. Imagine, because I know that was on a lot of parents' minds. Well, what if something happens and my child does not have access to their phone? It was a second grader that called the police and said that there was powwowing happened. Does that worry you, best friend, knowing that in the schools the kids aren't supposed to have their phones? And I don't know how far that went. Are they even still doing that? And if there's anyone watching the live,
Yeah, they still doing that because Amara and Charlize, they got this house thing, Shania, to put their phone in.
mm-hmm,
It's just like, I don't know. I know during the day when they go out, like a free period, they let them get their phones out and they got to put it back.
after that.
But after that, and then I'm like, hearing this, I'm like, I'm terrified because they can't have their phones with them at all times like they used to. When that stuff happened, they used to say to me, Charlie, you should text me, Mom, I'm scared,
Mm.
and stuff like that. When it happened at Lock 1 about the bomb
With the
threat,
bomb threat. Hey, Pastor Jelani, welcome up.
that stuff scares me.
Yeah. Pastor Jelani, oh, he paused it. So best friend is on here. So it was was it earlier this year or was it last year where they had the
They
threat?
had another one. They had another one about this year, like last year, because I had it on my storyline. You know how Facebook
Mm-hmm.
had a thing. I said it's gonna happen again. And what? And I told somebody said, "Well, it's right." I said they shouldn't have had that thing for the kids to put their cell phone, because most of them kids don't have their cell phone for them in class either. That's emergency right there.
It is. And that's definitely
They don't do
concerning.
robocalls right away if something happening. They don't email you right away when it happens.
So what is the process that they have when that happens? What is that process? Do
They
they?
said they gotta go through a drill or something. Like when it's first day of school, first day of school, second day of the whole week they had school. They was going through the processes like a drill thing. If something, in case something happened like that.
Hey, Miss Goldie. Hey, Pastor Jelani, are you there?
I'm here.
What are your thoughts on what happened in Madison, Wisconsin? My best friend has, my godchildren are still young. They're still in school. Hey, Rachel, grand rising to you, Queen. What are your thoughts? As a parent, she said it worries her. It worries me. Any aunt, uncle, grandparent, it's going to worry you. What are your thoughts on it, Pastor Jelani?
Really? I understand that they don't want no phones in school. It's not only there, they did it in Buffalo too.
Mm-hmm.
They did it in Buffalo too.
Did they? I wasn't aware of that.
They did it in Buffalo too.
Okay.
I thought about that. They thought they did it in Buffalo too. I understand that kids need their phone for emergency purposes,
Hey,
but at the end of the day, really, you really need to put your phone in your locker because you're there to learn. You're not there to be in your phones. You need to learn, get education. The phone's not going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that. But at the end of the day, when we was kids coming up, they never took our phones from us.
Yeah.
They never took our phone from us when we was kids.
When you were coming up in school?
Right.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
I know it's different in different generations right now.
Hey, it's unique.
My nieces and nephews always had their phone with them, but I always tell them, never put your phone out in school. Okay, there's an emergency, something happened to you at school, you call one of us.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else?
It's fine, love.
Put your phone out. Put it in your locker. Leave it in your locker. Because I know some kids won't break the rules. They be on their phone, be on Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is. No, Facebook ain't it. Ain't your friend. TikTok ain't your friend for kids.
Let me ask you this, and all of you, Big Mike said, bring prayer back in school. What do you think about that?
Okay, I'm gonna explain that right there.
Mhm.
And yes, they did took out that. Don't know why,
Thank you, Yaya.
but definitely, we need to bring that bring it back in school, because they definitely took that out. Don't know why they took that out, but they definitely need to bring back prayer back.
Yeah.
Because definitely kids need to pray about everything, for real.
Now, let me ask all of you this, because this was something that we talked about on the morning show. Do you think the parents of these children that go in and open fire should be held accountable? And this was a young woman who ended up turning it on herself and unlifing herself. So mentally, something must have been going on. We don't know that yet. But my question to all of you that's watching, do you feel that the parents should be held accountable?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah. What about you, best friend? You think the parents should be held accountable?
Yes.
Yeah. I feel, and I spoke openly about my kids coming up. I want to read this first, and then I'll talk about that. Dr. DJ said, coming from the education perspective, locking up the phones is the school's attempt at maintaining an orderly classroom. Children sneak on their phones throughout the class. They even watch movies, which is the issue. My kids grew up around, they grew up around them, but we also taught them to respect it. It was locked up. They didn't just have access to it. And that's part of the challenge, everyone. Hey, Roosevelt Green, thank you so much for coming back. Hey, Jan 105, Sasha Jackson, Linda Petty. It's the access. How did this 15-year-old even get this weapon and bring it into the school? And then on top of that, no metal detectors, which should not even be a requirement in school. Hey, Shy Babe, 44. Sunshine, hey, Sunshine. I met Sunshine in the clubhouse room. She is definitely one of those prayer warriors for us out here. Truckman, Linda Brooks. 15-year-old. The parents are being questioned, Linda, Elliott. The parents are being questioned, but should they be held accountable is my question. I have mixed feelings on that. I feel that you need to lock them up. The kids shouldn't have that. Listen, you need to put the fear of God into your children, okay, so that this does not happen. So they'll be like, I'm not going out there and do no craziness like that because I still have to go home. Put the fear of God in your children. I really cannot wrap my mind around what goes on in these kids' minds. And then you have to also think about the kids that are being picked on. I can remember being bullied. I can remember my best friend had to stick up for me. I remember being bullied, and that did not feel good. So what about those kids, of the bullies? What about those parents of the bullies? And we don't know what happened here. I don't know what happened here. But a lot of times go ahead, best friend, what'd you say?
I said they don't be talking to their kids.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah.
When it happens. I see so many kids getting bullied. It's crazy. My 2 kids got bullied in school.
Yeah. I think that Big Mike said, I don't think so, because you can get pow pow anywhere like you can get candy. Yeah. I just heard a story where the one pow pow and the pow pow was bought for $10 on the street. Regina, Daryl Thompson, Denise Michelle, Cora, $10 on the street. Big Mike said, I think it's relaxed in the security. It's lax security of the schools. I don't think they're paying any attention to the mental health of certain students. Yeah, they're not taking it seriously. We have to understand. Rachel said, I believe that kids are being influenced from everywhere at this point of time. As a parent, I also remember being a kid that was free-minded. My parents put the fear, but I did me. Yes. Yes. These kids are dealing with so much more than we had to deal with. You have social media with these filters and stuff. Melvin Fanez, thank you. Welcome back. Sky Blue, come on, Grand Rising, everybody. We have social media that's painting this picture of this false life that these kids believe are real. So it's making their self-esteem even lower. And then you have kids who are dealing with things at school. So now at home. So now they want to take that pain out on other people, other students. Do you think that we need to have metal detectors in schools? Because it looks like it's leaning towards that way.
Yeah.
I agree on that one.
Yeah.
I just put up a video of happened last year when a teenager brung a ghost gun into school.
Oh.
That's what, listen, you know, that's what the United Healthcare CEO, the Luigi Mangione, that's what he had, allegedly.
Y'all want play for y'all?
Yeah, go ahead and play it, Pastor Jelani. Thank you for that.
The Buffalo student admits to bringing a ghost gun into his school last spring. The Erie County DA's office says a 17-year-old boy pleaded guilty Friday to criminal possession of a weapon. In April, the teen went through the weapons detection system at Academy School number 131 on St. Lawrence Avenue. A school security officer then found a disassembled illegal handgun while searching his backpack. The school went into a brief lockdown. The teen is being held without bail until he's sentenced next month.
Next month, though. Next month.
Wow.
That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
And we are in America, right?
Right.
It boggles the mind when you think about what we stand for. It boggles my mind about the things that are going on in this country. Yesterday, we talked about the mountain medical bills and the inability to afford these things. Now here we are talking about another school powwowing. But we are supposed to be the greatest country. We're supposed to be the greatest, but we have some of the worst medical care, some of the highest medical care. Big Mike said all guns are not detectable. And they took. Go ahead.
Remember about that shooting at McKinney High School when that kid got shot?
No.
I heard about that.
Recently?
It happened. It happened what, 2 years ago.
A lot's been going on. It was McKinley High School also that there was a stabbing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Grand Rising, Pink. Hey, Giddy.
That been a shooting. Yeah, stabbing and a shooting.
Wow,
This is
everybody.
the same boy that got stabbed.
The same boy got stabbed. Yeah, I found 2 videos of it. I don't know which one is which. So, but I think it's McKinney High School.
You found it?
And we are continuing to follow some breaking news tonight of a shooting at McKinley High School in Buffalo. We know right now that 2 people, including a student, were injured here, and that the situation there has been pretty chaotic.
Now, this all happened at the school on Elmwood Avenue within the last hour. Buffalo police shared this tweet asking people to avoid that area between the 198 and Amherst Street. Now, Buffalo State College nearby asked students and staff to shelter in place because of a report of an armed person near campus.
Very fluid situation, folks. We have been working to get more information from police and the district on exactly what happened here on Elmwood Ave. Joining us tonight is Rob Hackford, joins us live from the scene tonight. And Rob, what do you know tonight so far? Yeah, Scott and Mary Ellis, we've been talking with some parents who are lined up now just down the block from the high school waiting for their own information. A few of them, including Mallory, spoke to her son. He is safe. They are sheltering in place right now, we're told, in the building and making sure that this whole situation does unfold carefully. Police have the street on Elmwood Avenue blocked off in front of the high school. And again, we're really waiting for info at this point. Buffalo police are actively having us move at the moment. We were asked to step away. A helicopter is flying above this school at this moment. I'm counting, over a dozen officers on the scene right now. We saw 2 heavily armed officers at the front of the high school just a little while ago, multiple ambulances as well. We're waiting to get more information. Again, we're told the school is on lockdown. We spoke to some parents who are lined up on Middlesex Road just down the way from the high school. Again, they're telling us that they have spoken with their children, their son, their daughter. Don't want to speak on camera right now because the fluid nature of the situation. Kelly Dunsink is well confirming at least.
I'm gonna pass out. I want y'all to hear what happened. So basically, I guess it was like a altercation with one of the kids.
Make sure that schools, whether it's a grammar school, high school, or college, is safe and that they're weapon-free areas. There's always a balance between how much security you place inside of a school versus the ability to have the school operate efficiently. So some schools do security screening, meaning that when students enter the school, sometimes it's as simple as just a bag check is performed with backpacks. Other schools go so far as to do security screening with metal detectors, hand guns, other types of weapon detection systems. Currently, I'm not aware of any Buffalo Public Schools that have security screening in place in terms of going through metal detection screening. But again, it's something that schools around the country have started to implement, and it's something that schools are starting to weigh their options. Especially,
you can pause that, Pastor Jelani.
My thing is, hold up, pause. I just thought about what you said too, but at the end of the day, everything he just said is true. We definitely do need metal detectors and stuff like that. Because security in school really don't check boot bags.
Well, let me go to what Dr. DJ said and Big Mike said. Big Mike said all guns are not detectable. Dr. DJ said that's true. All pow-pows are not detectable, especially today when we are dealing with 3D printed weapons made of plastic. So there goes that. And I agree, Pastor Jelani, there needs to be some sort of process in place that when these kids are coming into school, they don't have that they're checked. Big Mike said, I think that these Paw Patrol kids, they're saving the kids. They harmed themselves from this world by doing this. Yeah. And then she unfortunately, she turned the weapon on herself. So what's being reported? Let me just go in because I know there was one school, one teacher. School. Okay. So this happened at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin. Everyone. So right now, what's being reported? I'm looking. Update. All right, so the latest. This is coming from CNN, everyone. And thank you for that, Pastor Jelani. Let me just go in here. So CNN is reporting that a teacher and a student are now unlifed. They were unlifed after the pow-powing that happened at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin yesterday. 6 people were injured, including 2 who are still fighting for their life. Including 2. The young lady, 15 years old, turned the weapon on herself, and in transit, she passed away. So I'm wondering if they had a chance to speak to her at all. I know they're doing an investigation to try and figure out what happened here. Allegations are that there's some sort of, I don't know if it's a manifesto or whatever, circling around social media right now. They are not sure if that was actually, if it's legit, if it even came from her. But she was a student at the school. This school is K through 12, kindergarten to 12th grade, and it only serves about 390 students. So it's not a large school. It's not a large school. The school is currently closed as they continue to investigate. Big Mike said,
Damn,
no, go ahead,
that's
Pastor
crazy.
Jelani.
That's crazy because I thought about something. My sister best friend is a teacher at that school. At that
Really?
school. When she texted me this morning, she said, "You can't believe this girl Willie Brown gone to school." Technically, y'all as parents need to sit y'all kid down and tell them women ain't your friend. For real, for real. I don't know why kids think that killing is solving
Unlifing.
problems.
We gotta say unlifing. Yeah.
Unlifing literally solve your problem. It does not. It does not. If you got a problem with somebody in school, one, tell the teacher, or two, talk to that person and say, look, you got a problem with me, let's talk about it. No fight or nothing like that. Just talk it out. Because I know kids got issue with everybody in school. I understand that. But at the end of the day, you're not here to go to school and fight or,
you're there to learn.
Violence in school. You're there to learn.
Big Mike said that's why they need to bring prayer back in school, because the devil will talk to a weak-minded and have him claim it. That is true. That is true.
That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true.
Rachel said everyone loses in these situations. The kids, they do. Their parents and the perpetrators' parents, they do. Like these parents now have to deal with what their child did, and then at the same time, their child is no longer here due to her unlifing herself. So that is just piling on. So again, everyone loses in these situations: the kids, their parents, and the perpetrators' parents. Mental health is real. That's why I'm glad tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. We are going to have Dr. Candace on, especially in light of what happened. I'm so happy that she's going to be on. We're actually going to have two guests on, two sets of guests on, all dealing with mental health and spirituality and all of that. And I'm so happy that it's lining up the way that it is. Rachel goes on to say, we need to figure out the detection of the signs. However, this is a community issue, not just a school issue. I agree, Rachel. Big Mike said, see, we are looking at the problem in a worldly. This is a spiritual warfare. This is a spiritual warfare. Hey, best friend. Hey, Tamara. Dr. DJ said, but then you go to the question of where prayer and who has to pray, of what prayer and who has to pray. That's true too. And also, well, one of the reasons why prayer was taken out of school is that is a religious thing. Now, I do know that in Lackawanna, they still, if you are Muslim, you can go pray.
Yeah.
You can go pray, which I think is so phenomenal. Big shout out to Lackawanna for even doing that. And I believe it was the first ward council person, wasn't it, Amirda, that made sure that was implemented in school. And listen, y'all, put the fear of God into these kids. I had a conversation this morning, and my mom was in a wheelchair, y'all. And I told this story before. My mom, before she passed away, we were having a conversation. And in that conversation, I caught myself telling my mom, not in a disrespectful way, but just saying, Mommy, well, I think this is what needs to be done. When I tell you, now I'm standing up and my mom in a wheelchair. When I tell you the look she gave me, I sat my butt down. Like, you better get it together. Because even in a wheelchair, I still had the fear of my mom. You know what I mean? I still had that fear. No, I don't think we should be out here beating our kids, but I do believe that your kids need to be afraid to do anything like this for repercussions. The repercussions, y'all. I do feel that. What are your thoughts on that, best friend and Pastor Jelani? Do you think that we need to make sure that these kids fear us? Not fear, unhealthy fear, but like, I ain't gonna do that because my mama or my daddy go, man.
Like our mothers used to give us that look. you do anything. That look gets you.
Mhm.
The fear in me.
I definitely agree.
That,
That look my mother used to give me and my brother.
right? Right?
I definitely agree though on that one.
That look got me. Like, okay.
Yeah, the craziness, y'all, just the craziness of it. I know I had a few other stories, everybody. So what I'm going to do right now, as I bring those stories, is go to a quick break, play a video, everybody. So go ahead and get you a snack as I play this video. When you get your snack, as Wendy Williams say, come on back. We need some love. So let's play some Terrence Love, Baby Love.
I wanna go outside.
Oh, yeah.
Cadence Tech.
Last night I think I fell in love again. After holding you in my arms, I get lost in your eyes, girl. I touch your hand, you grab my fingers, and your touch, it was oh so sweet. Every time you smile, you reminded me that every day I thank God for my blessing, so precious that you, baby, wanna give all I got provide everything beside it. Every day I wanna thank God for blessing me with someone as perfect as you. I know where you are in this world, baby, know that Daddy got you. I know that life will try to throw you struggles, and I know you're gonna endure your own pain. Daddy said he will catch you when you fall. I need you. I pray that I'm here to see you get older, have a family and raise some kids. 'Cause every time you smile, you reminded me that every day I thank God for my blessing, so precious that you, baby, wanna give all I got provide everything beside the every day I thank God for blessing me with someone perfect as you. No matter where you are in this world, baby, know that Daddy got you. Every day I thank God for my blessing, so precious that you, baby, wanna give all I got provide everything beside the so every day I wanna thank God for blessing me with someone as perfect as you. No matter where you are in this world, baby, know that Daddy got you.
And we are back. Thank you, everyone, for joining me for another episode of the Vet Green Show. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to Green Links Media. If you are here on TikTok, you can actually get the link in my bio, Code Girl, and go ahead and subscribe. Share this live out as well, because chances are, if you got something from this live, someone that you know or that's scrolling on your feed may also get something out of this live. So let's continue this conversation about another school powwowing. This happened in Madison, Wisconsin yesterday. The authorities are still investigating, so we won't know what happened or what led to this incident happen. But what we do know right now is that a 15-year-old is no longer here. A teacher is no longer here. And another student is no longer here. And on top of that, we have two people who are still fighting for their life. Now, they're saying that this year, this latest powwowing that happened in Madison, Wisconsin, was at least the 83rd powwowing in 2024. surpassing 2023 for the most school powwowings in a single year. And this is what CNN is reporting since they've been tracking the school powwowings in 2008. Now imagine, here we are. Remember that one that happened in 2008, the very first school, let me see. Yeah. So if you go on Wikipedia, there's a chronological listing of the school powwowings. That's crazy. There's a chronological listing of America's school powwowing on Wikipedia. That is a conversation in itself. That is a conversation in itself. Now, a second grade student actually called the police in Wisconsin about this school powwowing. Imagine that second grader even having the intelligence to call the school, to call the police. Hey, OG, uncle, welcome back, welcome back. So it is a good thing that they are doing these drills. And when I was in school, y'all, Eddie Kane, when I was in school, hey, fellow, when I was in school, we had fire drills. Now they have bomb drills and gun drills. That is scary. That is very, very scary to me. Yeah. So I want to move on, unless you all have anything else that you want to touch on relating to this Madison, this latest incident. So, what else are we talking about? So here in Erie County, I guess Home Depot, they are suspending. Oh, am I even going to be able to read that? They suspended. Oh, I'm not going to be able to read that, y'all. Listen, pay your bills. Even the counties have bills that they need to pay. And if you do not pay your bills, you will not be able to shop at Home Depot, per Home Depot. They say, I don't care who you are, you need to still be paying your bills, everybody. So what are your thoughts on Trump? Now let me go into TikTok because I had saved some things. Let's talk about these drones, y'all. Trump said they know what's going on. Trump said they know what's going on. The government knows what's going on, and they are just keeping us. Let me go into ABC News. I believe it was ABC. Yeah, I do apologize. My computer is running crazy slow right now. So let me go to my profile because I wanted to play the video. Let me go into my reposts. All right, so this is Trump on the drones, everybody. Let me share my screen here. And then we're going to open up that conversation and let me know what your thoughts are on what Trump is saying. Listen, Trump, one thing about Trump, he listen. I do have to say, though, that I do feel that he not just gonna let anybody just come bully us. I do feel that. So let's play this, everybody. Let me go into this. This is crazy. I don't know if it's my computer. I think it's my computer, y'all. I'm not getting good reception here.
Well, about the drone?
Yeah, I'm trying to play the video, but it's my computer is acting up. Okay, here we go. It's one of them days, y'all. It's one of them days.
Drones that are flying around New Jersey ports. It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster, want to know the
down?
truth.
Why?
They're very,
We
they're
shoot
very,
them down?
they're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend.
I'm going to play one more. There was a video that I saw where this guy actually broke down what possibly may be happening as far as the drone sightings. And he is actually, let me see if I can find it. Oh, it might be on a different page. Let me see if it's in my messages. So he broke it down, everyone, of what he believes these drones are. My computer is running really, really slow this morning, everyone. Well, basically, he was saying that, and I talked about it a little bit yesterday, that during war, remember these weapons that they use, they have to go somewhere. Well, apparently, allegedly, there may be some items out there that these drones are trying to pick up because it can be a nuclear weapon. Do we know for sure if that's true? I don't know. I think more is going to come of that. So everybody, because my computer is running really, really slow, and I don't even know because I can see I'm lagging here, I am going to go ahead and shut this live down. I will be back later on to have a conversation. I think I have to reboot. Hi, Lona Art. I think this is the first time. I was actually wondering if you would like to get a dope cartoon portrait. Yeah. All right, everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and end this stream because my computer is acting up. But I do want you all to have a wonderful day on purpose. Hi, Miss Cookie. Thank you so much for joining.
Video of it?
Yeah, the one where it was a video that I had saved. Let me shut this down here on Instagram.
I can find it on my tablet.
Can you? The video was Tattoo and Daily at 9 a.m.
Hold on, let me see if I can find a video.
Someone has sent it to me. Let me check my phone and see.
Cause it's more to that drone situation too.
So there was a video someone has sent me where the guy was breaking down what those drones possibly meant. Now I thought I had sent it to myself, everybody, and I do apologize. Yeah, if anyone finds it, how do you go to? What is it you're liked? Something that you may have liked on Instagram. Not Instagram, on TikTok. Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to look for the video and then we can come back at noon and talk about it, maybe a little bit later, but I will be back on live later today, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. Reset my computer. You found it?
I think I found the video.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what one you're talking about. Hold on.
Okay.
And you want to learn how to fly it safely today?
Hold on.
Some of the basics.
Hold on. I think I found it.
Hey, sis.
I think I found it.
It's a man. He's talking, and behind him is the American flag.
Oh, I think I'll pass that video. Hold on. I saw that video. Hold on. I know what you're talking about. I saw the video just a few minutes ago. Trying to see where is it at.
I know. And if anyone out there is aware of the video that I'm talking about, if you can send that to me.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I'll send it to you. 1 second.
Okay. Thank you.
But yeah, I heard about the drones though. I heard about
drones.
But that's crazy though. That's crazy about with drones. Though I'm trying to say about drones.
Yeah, but what this guy was saying is that these drones are probably looking for these. I don't want to say nuclear, but they're looking for some radioactive material. That's what.
Yeah, true. That's true. Though.
That's what they believe.
True. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true, though.
That's what they believe. So happy holidays to you too, Sid Sweat. Everyone, you have a wonderful day on purpose. Make sure you subscribe to Green Links Media, Crazy Sunshine, and hit that bell so that you are aware when we go live. I will be back live later on today. Not sure, but I'm going to try to hit either 12 or 3 o'clock, everybody. So y'all have a wonderful day on purpose. I love y'all. Long live. Thank you, best friend and Pastor Jelani, for joining me today. We hope you enjoyed the show. This is a Green Links Media production, and we thank you for watching. We are here every Monday through Friday, beginning at 9 a.m. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell while you're at it. Love you long live.